This is the story of a rapper who ended up behind bars because of his own song lyrics. Yeah, you heard that right. Meet Nuke Bizzle, a 31-year-old aspiring rapper from Tennessee who was desperate to make money. Just not through traditional employment. You know, the whole 9-to-5 thing? Not for him. Instead, he found work in the underground pharmaceutical distribution business, if you catch my drift. The income was modest, but the occupation came with serious legal risks. Those risks caught up with him fast. He got arrested once, then arrested again, and then arrested yet again. Multiple arrests followed in quick succession, and he started realizing this career path wasn't exactly sustainable. The hustle wasn't working out, and he needed to find a different way to get paid. Then 2020 arrived, and everything changed. The pandemic swept across the world, overwhelming hospitals, forcing businesses to close, and keeping millions of people at home. With unemployment skyrocketing, the federal government dramatically expanded jobless benefits to help people survive financially during the crisis. They wanted to make sure folks could still eat and pay rent while everything was shut down. Most Americans viewed this as essential emergency relief during an unprecedented time. Nuke Bizzle saw it as his golden ticket to wealth. He devised a scheme to defraud the system on a massive scale. His approach was surprisingly methodical. He started collecting stolen identities and created fake profiles for each one, complete with fabricated addresses and employment histories that appeared completely legitimate. Then, he systematically filed online claims for pandemic unemployment assistance using all these fraudulent identities. And shockingly, it actually worked. The approvals came through without a hitch, and government payments started arriving. He couldn't believe how easy it was. Like, holy crap, that actually worked. So naturally, he scaled up the operation dramatically, filing claim after claim after claim. He just kept going. He submitted a total of 92 fraudulent applications across all these different fake identities. The payments typically arrived on prepaid debit card, and soon he had mountains of them piling up all over the place. The money flooded in, first tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. His total haul? Over $1.2 million in fraudulent unemployment benefits. He converted much of this into actual cash, withdrawing approximately $700,000 from ATMs and banks. Now flush with $700 grand in cash, he went on a massive spending spree. But spending wasn't enough. He absolutely had to broadcast it all over Instagram. His social media feed became a highlight reel of conspicuous consumption. Brand new designer sneakers, luxury clothing with expensive accessories like Gucci belts, pricey dental work to get his teeth done, and countless photos of straight-up cash. There were posts showing currency literally spilling from his pockets, massive stacks of bills on display, just money everywhere you look. But if flaunting stolen government funds on social media wasn't risky enough, Nuke Bizzle took it to an entirely different level. He decided to write and record a full rap song detailing exactly how he committed the fraud. Remember, this guy was a legitimate recording artist with actual releases on Spotify, multiple music videos published online, and genuine ambitions in the rap game. He was really trying to make it as an artist. He crafted verses explaining his entire scheme and collaborated with another rapper with the absolutely wild name of Fat Wiza. I'm not making that up. Fat Wiza is really his stage name. Together, they produced a track titled EDD, literally named after the Employment Development Department, the very government agency he was actively defrauding. They went all out and filmed a professional music video, too. Between the visuals and the lyrics, Nuke Bizzle essentially created a video confession of crimes. The whole thing was basically a step-by-step tutorial. The song included lines bragging about the ease of the scam and the thousands of dollars he was stealing every single day. In the video, he prominently displayed the actual government envelopes he'd received as part of the fraud, holding them up to the camera multiple times with zero attempt at discretion or hiding what he was doing. He uploaded the video to YouTube, hoping for viral fame and millions of views. His fans watched it and seemed to enjoy it, but you know who else ended up watching it? Someone who had a very different reason. A special agent from the U.S. Department of Labor's Office of Inspector General. Federal investigators watched this rapper openly admit to defrauding a government program in both lyrics and visuals. They immediately escalated the case to what I assume were federal prosecutors. Authorities analyzed the video frame by frame, pausing and rewinding, even freezing on shots showing the envelopes. They managed to identify at least one real identity theft victim, whose personal information Nuke Bizzle had stolen and used to file fraudulent claims. Meanwhile, completely unaware he was under investigation, Nuke Bizzle continued enjoying his newfound wealth without a care in the world. He decided to take a trip to Las Vegas with a friend for some high-roller fun and partying. They gambled at casinos, cruised up and down the strip, hit up clubs, living the dream. Everything seemed absolutely perfect. He'd pulled off what he thought was the perfect crime and was never going to get caught. Then came the traffic stop, changed everything. While driving around Vegas, they were pulled over for speeding, just a routine traffic violation. When police asked if they could search the vehicle, he inexplicably agreed. Why would you say yes? Inside the Escalade, officers discovered nearly $50,000 in cash hidden under the seats. Seriously, who needs to carry around that much physical cash? But more importantly, they also found EDD debit cards in 7 different names, none of them his actual name. The police were like, yeah, you're not supposed to have all these cards. These aren't even in your name. Arrest number 1. Mugshot captured. He managed to post bail and got released, but by this point, federal investigators had already built their case against him. The Vegas arrest, with multiple fraudulent cards, was all the confirmation they needed that this guy was their man. Shortly after, federal charges were officially filed. Arrest number 2. Another mugshot for the growing collection. News reports started covering the story of the rapper who'd literally bragged about stealing unemployment money in his own music video, holding up government envelopes while rapping about his scheme. The media had a field day with. Interestingly, Fat Wiza faced no charges whatsoever. Apparently, he was just a featured artist on the track, not actually involved in the fraud itself. He was just rapping on someone else's song about their crimes, I guess. Just a poser, not the real deal. Nuke Bizzle was hit with multiple serious felony charges. He eventually accepted a plea deal, was ordered to repay all the stolen funds to the government, and received a sentence of approximately 6.5 years in federal prison. Talk about self-snitching on a legendary level. It's one of the most spectacular cases of self-incrimination you'll ever see. The guy literally made a music video documenting his own federal crimes and posted it publicly for the world to see. The whole situation sounds like something out of a comedy sketch, but it actually happened in real life. That's what happens when you make the evidence against yourself go viral. Absolutely wild.